The federal government says the risk of resurgence of COVID-19 pandemic in Nigeria is high due to large gathering of the harsh EndSARS protesters and the mayhem that followed. Mr. Boss Mustafa, chairman of the Presidential Task Force on COVID-19, made a disclosure at a joint national media briefing of the task force in Abuja. The SGF commended the coalition against COVID-19 for partnering with state governments in the distribution of palliative to their people.
Over the past 2 weeks, Nigerians have focused attention on two important issues, namely, one, the protests by youth, which has unfortunately metamorphosed into an unprecedented safety and security situation, and two, COVID-19 developments in country and around the world. Both activities are critical to our nation because, one, the security situation impacts negatively on our economy, social life, international reputation, and ability to effectively coordinate the national response. And two, the large gatherings witnessed during the protest and during the break-ins at various warehouses, homes, and the looting of stores put us at a great risk of resurgence of the virus. In the last 24 hours, 4,498 deaths were reported from 96 countries and territories worldwide, with Europe, France, that's countries listed in Europe, France, Italy, and UK, accounting for 30%, which is equivalent to 1,358 deaths. The African continent has recorded a cumulative total case count of 1,727,887, including 41,323 deaths, with a case fatality ratio of 2.4%. Nigeria continues to maintain the 5th position in highest cumulative cases after South Africa, Morocco, Egypt, and Ethiopia. Of particular concern to the Presidential Task Force is the issue of palliatives found and looted from various warehouses around the country. It is important to make the following clarifications. The federal government palliatives consisted largely of the 70,000 metric tons of grains released from the strategic grain reserve, as well as rice secured from the Nigerian Customs Services, as well as other palliatives that were given to states that either experienced flood or some form of disaster. The share for each state were released to the state governments for onward distribution to the citizens. The private sector coalition, COVID, that had been quite supportive of the federal government, worked with states through the Nigerian Governors Forum to determine the quantum of their interventions, which was intended to be effective and equitable. A number of indices were worked out for this purpose. The national coordinator, again, shall also provide further distinction and the modus operandi for the distribution of the palliatives donated to the states by the coalition. Humanity has been traumatized by COVID-19 in the year 2020. Our nation is not experiencing a second wave, but has been impacted negatively by the looting and arson.